Walk with AJ. What's happening? You already know it. Half nude dude. I really just want to say blessings and just always leave yourself clues if that means something to you. You know, jot down a little stuff here or there or a little recording because you may see it in the future and be like, man, those some good words. You know, so it's really all I really got. For a minute, it didn't seem like this was gonna be able to happen. Like for a minute, shoot. You know what I'm saying? It was. Let's see. You see the cloud, but on that little side it got clear. But we went through a little rain. Even had my little bag from my phone. I was like, shoot, man, well, this gonna happen. And I was like, man, I just refuse to let this stop me, man. Like, I just refuse. So, made my mind up and I stuck with it, and thankfully it paid off. So it came on out. Can't even tell I got rained on. Been going to the gym lately in the mornings, putting in a little bit of work. I announced that I had a photo shoot tomorrow. I'm thinking about putting it off, man. Like for real. I'm thinking about putting it off. Why? Shoot. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a 3-month one, man. But I may do like a video and compare the pictures, but keep it pushing. Cause like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I may not want to do a photo shoot until I don't know. But I don't know. I ain't gonna call that one. I ain't gonna call the one tomorrow the official photo shoot. It'll be the photo shoot, but cause to me it feels like it's coming to an end, and I'm like, whoa, man, that month went by fast. You know, so it seems really doable to do this every day without it actually interfering with anything. So by nature, I want to keep going, which I believe I will and would have, but I don't know. How does it feel to be a month in? I wish I had started grounding earlier in the journey, but the only thing I can really see from grounding is like stuff that you had on the inside coming on the outside, if that make any sense. And then like stuff that you have gotten over in the past, stuff that you done got over in the past, like seem like it come back around to see how you gonna handle it. So like, let's say you're on this journey and you're married. You're in a relationship. You know, you with somebody, and I seen something online about how this journey can cause stress in relationships. In my personal life, it did. You know, it really did. You got two people going in separate directions. You know, what else do you expect to happen, you know? So I try to handle those situations better, if that make any sense. Like when the regular relationship little moments come up, I try to look back at them now and just be like, okay, I'm not gonna react like I used to react. You know what I'm saying? Like now my attitude is more so like, if something causing a problem, shoot, I'm just out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pulling out 100%. Like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a step back because it's not worth it. Not in my book. You know. But I know you can't do that either. Have a healthy marriage, but I just ain't going down that road, man. I really ain't, because at this point in the walk, it's just about really getting rid and not gathering in, you know, any of the old stuff, you know. But thankfully, you know, we coming together on the path. Starting out, it was a one-man band, you know, but I just personally was willing to risk everything on my end for myself. And I can see it as being selfish, and then I can see it as being self-caring. It's whichever way you want to sum it up. You know, ultimately, nobody's going to love you like you love you, or like you should love you. Well, ultimately, I didn't love me, you know, but it's been a pretty good journey. Without those moments, though, I don't believe I would have had the drive, because sometimes those moments of stress is really what kick you into gear too. You know, instead of it making you curl up on the couch, you be like, you know what, I'm gonna just get out and do something. You know, so sometimes things, not just with relationships, but anything in life, sometimes those things can actually be used as fuel, you know, so that way it don't build up toxins in your body. You know, you sitting there all feeling funky. Just ain't worth it. You know, I don't ever want to be a burden to nobody, so now I definitely just kind of just be like, you know, what would I gain for saying something? Feel like I'm gonna get fit with shit. What would I gain for beating somebody up? You know, but what would I gain for getting even with somebody, man? You know, I love my wife, but out of the sake of me seeing Christ in her, seeing Christ in everybody, but for that sake, I would wash my hands of it. The Lord will first. You know, it just isn't worth it. But overall, to keep on the month end, we started the video recordings, May the 6th, and I weighed in at 184 this morning. I weighed in at 174. I have no proof to back that up, but you know. And I was even thinking too, man, I could even, the only way it's really official if I went and I go get a physical and get an official paper, or do the weigh-in standing far off, somebody with the camera and come walking in once the scale say the weight and zooming in that way. But just from me recording like I did with the camera and the scale and me holding it, I'm not even comfortable with those footages, because who's to say I didn't have a weighted vest on that jumped me up 10 pounds, and then now that is a month later, I get on the scale again and it says one. Me personally, I'm gonna drop the weight down some more before tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little video of it, but who's to say? Well, I say that, man, 'cause I could. Yeah, that's the game plan. That's the game plan, though. I go ahead on and drop it just a tad bit more. But who's to say that now I'm about to take the weigh in and I don't even put the vest on, and that was my original weight from Jump Street, so I don't want to leave any room for error, so I may either have to grab a physical, not for just 1 month, but I don't know. But as of right now, it's just really my word on it. Now, if we were doing something, like if this made it public, like big, like got some attention and folks like, man, look, man, check the guy out, man. Let's make this a show, man. Let's get at him. Then we have to go through the channels of making sure, and I would even go get my blood work and all that other stuff, so you can see where I'm at, So when I first started the journey, that's what I did. Got my blood work and everything. Got my blood work when I started, and it was, let me think. At that time, I think I weighed in at 260 on that one, and then the one I did, what was it, 3 months later? No, the one I did, I'm gonna say 3 months to 6 months. I have to look at the paperwork to see, but I did another physical, and I believe I weighed in at, I don't know, let me see. I want to say I weighed in at like 170 or 160. I want to say 160, because the lady was like, man, but I don't even want to give out false numbers, but yeah. So, but yeah, that's about the only way I really just get serious with it though. But as of right now, I looked at the time, y'all. Man, I was doing so good before I look. I'm gonna start keeping my hand up there so I can't see the time. But we at 12 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap that up, because all the other ones been like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna call it a day though. I'm really looking to get into the fasted state. I know y'all supposed to tell anybody, but God understands. Now if we was on a major platform like my views were up to like thousands and bukus, then I'd be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about it, but I'm looking to get back into a fasted state. Yeah. The only thing with me about getting in a fasted state, I used to normally like start bulking on food before the fast, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that this time. I think I'm gonna just run it. Let's see what come of it. But why do I fast? And because firstly, it just takes me to a place where I'm able to focus in my prayers. I got a little bit of praying I want to do, and to me that's kind of like me leaving Earth, if that make any sense. Like when I'm in the fasted state, it's like me peeling out. The only thing about a fasted state for me, and some people could be like, well, if you notice this, then obviously you could do something about it. But whenever I get in a fasted state, I know that I'm sitting in the back seat chilling, like looking out the window. You know what I mean? Like I'm chilling on them. And it really don't be me walking per se, but I don't know. I'm honestly just trying to do my part now to make a nice dwelling place if God so chose. and so chooses to take dwelling inside this temple, that's really the end game of it all. So just a little fastings here, a little discipline here, a little sacrifice here, even though he don't ask for none of these things. Just something personal that I like to give up, so it make me feel good, and at the end of the day, it's all worth it, I believe in miracles. I just waver in my faith from time to time with God. Not on purpose, obviously, but He knows that. So, and I think that's what keeps us close. Sound like, man, dude, either you gonna believe or you ain't. Like it's complicated. It's complicated, but I know it don't have to be. And I rebuke about it. Jesus Christ said, I can hear my mama now. But nah, it's an open book test. It's if I think it, I bring it before God. I don't just let a thought pass me by. If it come to my mind, hey, this is how I'm feeling, Lord. And I ain't gonna try to sugarcoat it like I'm feeling another way. I ain't gonna sit here and try to sugarcoat like I didn't just doubt. Even though you know these things, I just want them to know that I'm straight up. I ain't on all that. Putting it back in the car. I got it from my phone just in case, but obviously I didn't need it. But yeah, man. So I don't know why I don't be wanting nothing in my pocket. Should have kept my water in my pocket, but I didn't. So since I'm making a stop, I'm gonna grab the water and leave the bag. I think the car's still running. Man, the car is running. I definitely know it's been running 17 minutes. How in the world did I leave the car running? I couldn't get out of the car fast enough. I'm telling y'all, man, I really be looking forward to this, man. I didn't even know the car was running. But see, hey, I'm about to go grab it before I get done. Shoot. I'm glad thank you. I appreciate that. Cause I normally I wouldn't have had the bag. And then I would have sat there and just been burning gas. Cause I wouldn't have never walked over there to the car. So that's alright. See, when we do stuff in life, we think we're doing it for one reason. But it turns out for a whole nother reason. See, when I got that bag, I was thinking I was gonna cover my phone and protect my phone from the rain. But in turn, that bag protected me from some rain of pain of sitting there, and it ran my gas out. Good Lord Almighty, what a waste. But let me tell you how good God is. Let me quit before you try to make me a preacher, man. For real. I took that bag and put it in my car, and Lord have mercy, I really allowed my car to run. Come on now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I realized my car was running. I went and grabbed some water. And then I got to thinking, I got to listening. I was doing the recording and I heard something. And I was like, wait a minute, is that the car running? And lo and behold, it was a car running. I would have never known that car was running. Hannah went and put back that bag. And y'all stay blessed and may God bless your way. Thank you for walking with us.